Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Justin Michael. I hope everybody's well. I'm actually outdoors today. This is Ridley Creek State Park that I'm at, and I have the Ridley Creek behind me. And it's some moving water, so it might be a little loud, but hopefully you can hear me well. So I figured, I came here to do some reading. That's how this actually happened. It's a place I come to when I want to get away and just have some me time. I figured I'd come here to read because there's too many distractions at home. And then I was like, well, I'm going there anyway. I might as well make a video because it's very scenic. The problem is I wasn't able to find a place to set up because I didn't bring my big tripod. I just kind of brought my little clamp thingy, that holds the camera. So that was a problem. But I was like, you know what, I'll just sit on this bench here, and you can hopefully see. It's a really beautiful park, though. I wish I could have done it like in front of the waterfall or something, but anyway. I am going to talk about dragons today. I don't know a whole lot about dragons, but I have a few decks with dragons in them, and I said I'm going to show you that. And lately I've been very interested in dragons. It started with the Llewellyn Tarot and the Arthurian Tarot, and so I got into the Arthurian Tarot and I was reading, Caitlin Matthews' book, and I actually started watching the series Merlin, and that was really, really fun and interesting and cute, but there's a dragon in there, and he's of course a dragon lord, Merlin, and that got me kind of interested in dragons. And I remember actually as a kid I really liked dragons. It was a long time ago, but I remember liking dragons, so it was pretty interesting. And dragons are, it's funny because they're not unique to Western civilization or European history. There's dragons in almost every culture in the world, or serpents or something similar. So it's very interesting, and I wonder why that is often. Does it go back to the first people? Oh, we got fish jumping. Or is it something that is like it's archetypal? A dragon is an archetype, So anyway, I have a couple decks here that I'll show you, and I'm going to just show you briefly them because I'm outdoors and it's a lot of tarot. But this one is called the Dragon Tarot by Nigel Suckling, illustrated by Roger and Linda Garland, and it's Cisco Books or Cisco Books. It's the same people who do Liz Dean's decks. I don't know if you have her, the Golden Tarot and so forth, but it has the same flip-top box as the Golden Tarot. But it's cute, and I like these little boxes actually, and they always have nice, colorful books, and these decks are never expensive, So I'll just show you the book here, and it just has a little introduction about dragons and so forth. Dragons are usually portrayed negatively in Western mythology as jealous guardian of treasure hoards, demanding regular sacrifice of virgins as the price for not devastating neighboring countryside. Blah, blah, blah. But anyway, it has this whole thing about dragons, and then the major arcana and the mythic dragons. For instance, the tower is the dragon destroys the tower on Glastonbury. I'm sorry, Simon. Glastonbury. I don't know how to pronounce it, but we say Glastonbury, which is not proper. I guess it's Glastonbury. I'm sorry, guys. My UK friends will not like my pronunciation there. But anyway, so the Glastonbury Tour, T-O-R, it's the tower card. But anyway, it's got, descriptions and spreads, and it's fully color, so it's cute. If you like dragons, you'll probably like this deck. So here's the full. I'm just going to flip through and show you some of the images. Really cute, It's got a lizard, like the lizard people almost, is the lizard head. And that's a common motif too, like people, like human beings that have dragon blood, or their heart is touched by a dragon, and they have like a dragon soulmate or something like that. Merlin was a dragon lord in the Arthurian stories. He could summon dragons and so forth. And I believe in that story, there's sort of, dragons are portrayed as having the ability to speak and being very intelligent and not being like these angry beasts, but very, very smart and sophisticated beasts. And when it was the case that, you know, they were in opposition to a town or something and they would attack it, it would be a really dangerous situation because you're dealing with a really smart, dangerous beast. So, you know, of course, I guess it comes in, you know, you got a fire-breathing dragon. I guess it's, you know, the archetypal monster in a sense, you know. But I just want to know what the link is between all the cultures and dragons. I'd like to know that. If anybody has any ideas, you know, share down below. But I guess I'll show you the majors. And this is a pip deck, so that's one of the reasons I really liked it too, you know. I hope you can see the cards okay. And Justice. It's an interesting kind of deck, you know. It's very old style kind of art. And they have these big borders, you know. Some people don't like these kind of borders, you know, the fixed borders. I don't mind them, you know. Every deck is different. It sounds like it's going to storm here too, so I might have to wrap this up early. So I'm just going to move fast. I got a thunderstorm coming. That's another problem doing videos outside. Temperance. Devil. Here's the tower. And here's the world. Now, I really like this Ace of Cups. This is really cool, you know. And then these are what the pips look like. So, you know, you have images behind them, but they're still pipish. So I guess technically they're fully illustrated, but it is a pip deck. You know, you just have like 3 cups with this, you know, scenery behind it. Not, I think the scenery does change, but not often. Like. Sort of reminds me of the Jungian Tarot a little bit in that kind of realm. Here's the Page of Cups. I think we're going to get a storm here. I wonder if it's that. Well, it can't be the hurricane yet, I don't think, but. Alright, so. I guess I'm going to show you this other deck too. This is the this is a deck I've really wanted. So this deck I just showed you was like sort of like something I kind of just bought because I like dragons and it was inexpensive and I was like, it's kind of cute and I'll get it, you know, just for kind of education on dragons and working with Dragon Tarot and stuff. But the one I'm about to show you is a Lisa Hunt deck. It's called the Celtic Tarot, and this is a deck that, you know, first off, I'm a big Lisa Hunt fan. I actually have an original piece of art. I always mention that when I mention her name. It's nice, you know. I mean, I don't have many original artworks, but I am kind of a fan of Lisa Hunt, and I have the Ghosts and Spirits Fool, and so, you know, it's kind of cool that I have that. And so this is the Celtic Dragon Tarot. It comes in a gigantic box. This was about 30 bucks on Amazon, I want to say. And you know, the other Lisa Hunt decks that I have come in just a small kind of US Games box. This is a Llewellyn published, and it's a kit, you know. So I imagine you can buy the deck, I'm sure, just the deck, but you know, this comes with a nice big book. And so DJ Conway is the author. And, you know, it has quite a bit of information in here. keywords, stuff like that. The magic of dragons, so the whole thing. So I'm gonna have to read, these are all new to me. So I haven't had this deck for very long and I haven't had a chance to work with it, but I said, let me just show it anyway. And it comes, just like those nice boxes always come. And this, of course, is classic Lisa Hunt. It's so beautiful. I love it. I really, really like this. And the cardstock is, Llewellyn, but it's not too bad. So these are the backs, okay? And here's the Fool. So it's kind of like in that fairy tale or, the fantastical creature, stuff like that, her classic art. I mean, I just love it. I really, really love her style. She's got to be my favorite, if not one of my favorites. We got a female magician. So that's kind of cool, it's gender cool, gender friendly. And really interesting image. Here's the High Priestess, and instead of pillars we have two dragons. We have a blue dragon and a white dragon. But now the dragon in the Celtic legend that represents Wales, I believe, is a red dragon. And the red dragon versus the white dragon was, like a Celtic prophecy or something about, and it was symbolic for the English, fighting the Saxons. And so I'm surprised it's not a red and white dragon, it's blue, but I'll have to read about it. I just don't know, but that would make more sense to me. And we have the Empress. Emperor. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Can I zoom in? No, I can't, sorry. I'm trying to get a little closer. It's a weird angle, but I think you'll be able to see it okay. Lovers. So this is classic Lisa Hunt. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I did want to show you a few of them. Here, I'll show you the star. The moon. Beautiful. Love this. Here's the strength card. I'll show you that real quick. And of course, it's, somewhat, I would say, Rider-Waite-Smith style. Yes, because you have like the Nine of Wands. Here's the Nine of Wands. Oh, it's definitely RWS influence, I'd say. And here the Four of Swords, the dragon resting. Yeah. Beautiful artwork. I love Lisa Hunt. I'm glad I got this deck. It's a nice addition to my little collection. And I also picked up, I'm going to do an unboxing here of this one because I just got this. It was $9.99 on Amazon. This was very cheap. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that because I remember this being like 24 to 25, in that range, the 20 somethings. And I just so happened to check it. I was never going to get this because I never watched the show, until recently, and now I'm like really hooked. I'm really into it. It's really a great show. I never really gave it a chance, I tried to watch that's not right. I did give it a chance. I watched like the first 2 episodes and I just got bored and I stopped watching it. But my sister just kept getting on me about watching it, and I was like, okay, finally I'm gonna watch it. So I sat down to watch it, and by like the 5th episode, boy, I was really into it. And it's a great show. It really is. And whoa, this is so nice. This is such a nice. So you have this box, okay, and then look inside. Look at that. That's such a nice presentation. If you're a fan of the show, I would say this is a must. And like, this is like a hard kind of bound little guidebook. don't think I've ever seen that before. So that's really cute. And so let's look through it. And again, I'm not going to show you all of them because I don't want to make the video too long, and you know, just show you some of the cards here. So we have the Fool, which is, I forget the little fella, they call him the Imp in the show, but I forget his real name in the show. And I like him. His character is great, you know. And then this guy here, he's the Magician. I forget his name, but he's a slime ball. Priestess. So you're going to see all the characters from the show, obviously in the majors. The Empress. I like this. I like the font. I really like the font at the bottom. Emperor sort of reminds me of you know, Pixie's font. The Hierophant. I'm glad I got this. The Lovers. I wasn't sure. I thought it might be like a little shitty, you know, but it turned out being pretty good. And it's like US Games quality cardstock. And the artwork is really nice. So if you like the show, I would say get this for sure. Okay, so that's all I'm going to show you of that. Pips are, well, that's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to show you the Two of Cups. Looks like a Marseille kind of deck, you know, like something you would see in like a Marseille deck. Oop. But it's not a pip deck, you know. It's just looked Marseille-ish a little bit. Yeah, Three of Cups, you know. Cups. Oh, you know, cute deck. I will definitely play with this, definitely. Oh, by the way, these are the backs. And I guess the last thing I'm going to show you, I got two more things to show you here. This is all part of my dragon collection. Okay, so I have a little dragon oracle. It's called the Dragon Oracle cards. And lately I've been buying oracles because I don't have many, you know. I only have about 5 or 6. Ooh, that's thunder. So I'm going to wrap this up after this. So I got the Dragon Oracle card book here. Nice size book. And then we have, I'm going to show you the cards. That's Thunder and Lightning. I got to get out of here. Here is the backs. Now, one thing I didn't like about this was all of the font, but it works for oracles, okay? It's not bad. And you just, you know, it's, usually I'll draw one card after a tarot reading for a client or somebody I'm reading for, and it really helps a lot with advice, generally. But it's just all pictures of dragons, and I kind of like it, you know. Fire dragon burns up the lower energies around you. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. This is something fun, and usually they have good advice. It's just good practical advice, you know. Works in a practical kind of way, but it's also divination too, in a way. And kind of cute, you know. I wanted to get this. All right, so that's it. And this is nice quality cardstock. It's glossy, a little sticky for shuffling, but I find that a lot of my oracles are like that. It's not really too sticky, actually. Not as bad as some of them. Oh, one last thing. I picked this up. This is the Llewellyn Little Book of Dragons, which I thought was kind of cool. And I have another, just Sean McKenzie, I believe. Yeah, Sean McKenzie is the author. I have another book by him, and it's a little more detailed on dragons, which I'm currently reading. But I haven't read this one yet. I'm going to read this. It's just like the essentials. So, you know, really nice quality for one. I mean, the nice cover. You know, it's a cute little book. It'd be a nice gift for someone. I'm looking for the, okay, so hold on. Yeah, language of dragons, dragon species, you know, from egg to end, a dragon's life. So it's all about dragons and mythology and all the different cultures, brief history of dragons. Once Upon a Dragon, so that's like the story fairy tale type thing. Roughing It, Dragon Watching in the Wild, and things like that. So just a fun book and something fun for, you know, the kids or whoever, you know what I mean? I'm a big kid, so I like stuff like this, and I'm a bit of a nerd too. But I don't know, I'm on this weird dragon kick lately. But anyway, thanks guys for tuning in. I gotta get the hell out of here before I get rained on and ruin all my cards. I do have a waterproof bag though, so they'll be all right, don't worry. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the nature today. It was a little awkward to set up, but I do appreciate you watching, and I hope everybody stays well. Love and peace. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.